that situation, I just wanted to throw the ball to him. It just put him in that same position that I'm normally in, where defense has to make a decision. Is he gonna go down and get him or not?
You guys are such a good defensive team, yet it seems like you own a lot of double-digit leads. Is that concerning? How concerning is it?
Well, I mean, it's a little concerning. I mean, we got to do a much better job getting in the rhythm right away. As soon as the substitutions happen, it's hard because the guys coming off the bench, not really using into the rhythm of the game, playing with a different line than they're accustomed to playing with in practice. So it's a little different.
Okay. Obviously, it's a nice win for you, but big picture, at this stage of your career, having done what you've done collectively and personally, and having put in what you put in, what's the experience like going through a transition?
Well, I've been through it before, so it's I understand kind of the process that goes around it. And this time around, it's not as bad as it was before. I actually have some players I don't have Smush sitting in the back row. You know what I mean? So it's a little different.
Coach, if you guys don't meet the Celtics in the playoffs, they could lose a few of their players. You guys might lose, and it could be the end of the rivalry we've seen the last 5, 6, 7 years. What are your thoughts about that? Because I know you followed it even before you came.
Yeah, I mean, if it is the end of it, it will resurface one day, I'm sure. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that it's going to be a part of the NBA for as long as the NBA is around.
It transcends. The uniform is what it is.
Yeah, it's just always going to be there. It's not going anywhere.
You sense the
if you hadn't
fans kind of
called time
get excited about that, to see the green guys here.
Yeah, well, of course.
It's a little louder, it's a little more.
Yeah, it's a little more intense. I mean, there's obviously the history from the 80s, and then our history of playing against them in the finals a couple times.
So if you guys hadn't called time out there at the end, what would you have done? You had the ball.
Brought Andrew in the pole. I knew exactly what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I knew exactly what I wanted to do.
Kobe, I assume you're going into any season knowing there's going to be bumps along the way. And I guess transitions are even worse, and that at some point everybody's going to say, well, it's not like it was, and so on and so forth. Is that the case, and is that the way it's been?
I don't pay attention to too much. I think it's one of the things that I've learned is you just kind of stay the course. And, you'll have peaks and valleys. I mean, it's just part of the nature of the business. You just got to stay with it and just continue to move forward, continue to execute, continue to work on togetherness and just kind of the team energy and make sure we're moving in the right direction, and then everything will kind of work itself out.
Kobe, Drew said.
Quick second with KG after the game, but is there something you think about, like you came into the league in '95, you came in 96, all that's gone on in between then, is that sort of just understood, just in a quick moment?
There's always going to be a special bond between us two, just because we were really the first to make the jump from high school. Playing together the All-Star game in '98, just the relationship that we've had throughout the course of throughout all these years. And then the old dogs, too many of us left, and the bond is always going to be that.
Kobe, Bynum is the last of that group. Bynum is the last of those high school guys. Obviously, they changed the rule after him. So, is that legacy in good hands when you see him have a game like this?
Well, yeah. I mean, truth be told, if you look at all the players that came out of high school, who probably have done better over the years than the guys who've gone to college. So, you can take that rule and do whatever you want with it. Facts.
Kobe, Drew said you drew up that last play.
When this thing's over with the trade deadline today, how much of a good effect do you think it'll have on the team?
It can have a great effect. Guys can just go out and play instead of waking up and checking their phones all the time.
Kobe, talk about how big a win this is and the fact that you guys came from behind to win at home. And what do you do as far as a momentum builder going on the road?
No. I mean, it's kind of becoming all that. We're a great home team. We don't lose here. And then you always get asked the question about carrying over to the road and go out and lay an egg. So I'm just not going to answer the question and see if that makes sense.
Kobe,
There's 2 more guys.
Kobe, there's been suggestions of the guys who ran the triangle would like to see the triangle back. True, Paul?
So,
Kobe, Drew said that you called that last play in the huddle for him to get the ball. If he misses that shot, because you're usually the one taking the last shot, if he misses that shot, does that change your mentality late in games?
not really. I knew he was going to get a good look. I knew it was going to happen. I mean, Garnett's an incredible defensive player, but Andrew's too big. You can't teach that. You know what I mean? So once he got his body on him and the defense wasn't quite sure what to do in that situation, he just got to the middle, got a good jump hook. So I knew it was going to be a high percentage shot. I knew he was going to do it.
They've got so many good